Hello everyone, welcome back again. This is Kosikosi. Let me hope you're enjoying your lessons. Are you? I hope I'm inspiring you. That's what I wish, and I hope you're growing with me. Welcome back to this lesson. It's a very important lesson. We are going to be looking about conjugation of verbs. Many people struggle conjugating verbs, and you know that's a very important part of speech. You can't communicate. You can't tell the people what you're doing. You can't tell the people what to do when you cannot communicate with them using the verbs. And the verbs have to be conjugated so that they can be used. That's why I'm here. The conjugation of verbs cannot leave behind the tenses, as I told you the last time. Tenses indicate the time when you are speaking, or when something is being done, or something was done. We saw that there are many important tenses in English, but the three important tenses that we saw the last time were the present tense, the past tense, and the future simple. That's what we saw as the crucial tenses in English. As we said, the present indicates something which is happening or which happens every day as a habit. And the past tells about something which is no longer happening, which happened some time ago. Let's say yesterday I went to the beach. You remember that there are words we use to communicate using tenses, and you don't have to leave them behind. The words like today, yesterday, tomorrow, the last week, this evening. Those words are very crucial in your communication, and as you can use them in English, you start also conjugating the verbs which correspond to those words. Let's start by the present tense. The present tense, as I told you, it's about today. What's going on here? What's happening? What happens? What happens if something goes like this? It's about this moment when I'm talking. It's about everyday life, the everyday's habit. What happens every day? Let's say, if you remember the daily routine lesson that we saw, I said I wake up every day. I brush my teeth. I go to the bathroom. I take my breakfast. I go to work. I take the lunch. I watch the movies. I go back to sleep. Those are the verbs which are in present simple tense, which indicate the daily habit, something which happens every day. But do we always use I in communication? No, we don't always say I because you're not always talking about yourself. You can also talk about others using the different subjects that we saw in the last lesson. You can say, I have 2 children. But you also can say, my mother went to the market, using another subject. That's why you have to learn how to conjugate the verbs, because the conjugation of verbs go with the subject. The way I say I go doesn't mean I will also say my father go. No, it will change. So let's today see the regular verbs and the irregular verbs in the present simple tense. They are almost easy and the same. As we said, present simple tense is very simple as well as its name. Simple. I go, you go. I do, you do. I watch, you watch. I sing, you sing. You see, it's almost the same. But some of the subjects make differences. We are going to focus on the differences that happens in conjugation about the subject today. As I say, I, you, we, they, those are the subjects which never change. Like I say, I go to school. You go to school. We go to school. They go to school. You hear it's almost the same. Go, go, go. But we're going to see some of the verbs, some of the subjects which make differences. Those subjects are he, she, and it. The 3 subjects come with a difference. When I say I go, you go, I will not say he go. No, we say he goes. He goes. You see how it is written? I say he goes. I will add es on that verb. He goes. She goes. It goes. You see? That's the difference. The first difference in present simple tense. He, she, it. Those subjects make a difference from the other subject. Let's say verb to go, as we said, it's already conjugated. I say I go, you go, but he goes, she goes, it goes. The same as the verb to do. I do, you do, he does, she does, it does. Do you get? Only the three make a difference. I do, you do, but he does. She does. It does. I know it may be sounding a little bit confusing, but you have to get familiar with that because we will be using that in English, and as more as you can, if you continue practicing and using those verbs, it will be like the native speaker. You will not be thinking about it. You will be having unconsciousness while speaking. That's what I wish you. The other verbs include stand. Let's say I stand. You stand. Standing. He stands. Now you see, there comes a ness. We can say here we have some general rules about regular verbs. At the third person, which is he, she, and it, we add s or es depending on the verbs. We'll be exploring more and more about the verbs, but today know that the three subjects make a difference. Don't ever say he go to the beach. And I know some people make those mistakes because you forget. And I tell you what, the difference from the verbs, the difference between the subjects I, you, and he, she, it make you sound as a better speaker of English. Do you know that? Because if you come to commit those mistakes, even though you can claim yourself as you're very great in English and you start committing those simple mistakes like he go to the beach every day, he go, that's a very great mistake that you have to evitate. You have to avoid that mistake. You start practicing and saying he goes, it goes, she goes, he does, we do, but he does. That's a difference that you have to mark as a very crucial mistake that you have to avoid in English. Now, let's say the verb to make. Make. I say I make, but you make. When I get to he, it changes. I say he makes, she makes, it makes. You see the difference? The three subjects are very different. That's what you have to mark in the present simple tense. Other things are just easy as they are. I can say I have, you have, but he has. He has. Has. Now, going to the very used verbs in English, verb to be and verb to have. Verb to be is going to be a little bit different from the others because I can't say I be. I can't say I be. It will be something else. But I say I am. As I said, I am. You are. He is. Now for this verb, it's very important for the beginners, but as well as others, don't ever say he are. Cannot be possible. No, it cannot be possible. I can say I am, you are, he is. We have now three verbs in one verb. I can say that. We have am, are, and is. Am, are, and is. As I've said, we can say that. For I would say I am. I am. I am a teacher. Who are you? You are maybe... Who are you? I don't know. Who are you? Tell me in the comments writing I am. to make sure you know how to use the verb to be. I am a teacher. You are a manager of a team. You are maybe a shopkeeper. He is a policeman. He is. My father is a policeman. My mother is a nurse. Is. You see, there is a difference there. The other verb is verb to have, which I said it has two of them, having have and has. He, she, it, has. This makes a difference. I have to make sure you know that, because I can say my mother have gone. Some people make those mistakes and they confuse the first, the second and the third persons in subjects, as we saw the last time. I, you, we, they are conjugated the same way, but he, she, it, they make a very great difference that you have to always mark. Present simple tense is very easy. You can just try to use other verbs. As you come across a new verb, you can try to conjugate it in your way, like saying I teach, you teach, but she teaches, he teaches. You have to mark that difference on he, she, and it. I'll be trying to check that you're knowing that, because I'm tired of getting people making mistakes about he, she, it. I don't want that. Please don't make me sad. Thank you very much. It can be a very huge video, but I just try to summarize. I would like to know if you're following. And the way you follow me will make me encouraged to make more videos about what you want. I would like to do what you want, and I would like to let you know everything you want to know. Let's meet in the next lesson about the other verbs, the other tenses. Today it was about the present tense. Keep growing in English. Bye bye.